Caution, you're about to digest a product referred to as the Not So Yucky news. This news product is not recommended for viewers who have an insatiable need to swim in negativity. If after viewing the Not So Yucky news, you find yourself developing a strong emotional attachment to it, we recommend doubling or even tripling your dosage. This product contains copious amounts of positive, inspirational, educational, and entertaining occurrences. Side effects from watching this program may include smiling, laughter, optimism, the perception of free flight, and extended periods of giddiness. In some cases, positive cerebral development was noted in non-laboratory humans. If carefree euphoria longer than 4 hours occurs, share it with a friend. This program does not require a prescription or copay of any kind. Please use flagrantly.
Welcome to the Not So Yucky news here on the Braincasting Company Network at Bally's Hotel and Casino in fabulous Las Vegas. What is the Not So Yucky news? Well, it's news that's not yucky. Heck, sometimes it's not even news. Our job really is to make you smile and be happy and take a break from reality for about 30 minutes. My name is Christina Vitaliano, and I am today's host. And we are going to kick off today's show with headline news from Wethersford, Kansas. And this is Mike, who's our first-time guest reporter, and we love our guest reporters. And all I can say is, holy cornfield, Batman.
Hi, this is Michael reporting for the Not So Yucky news on the Braincasting Company Network. I am here in Weatherford, Oklahoma at the Stafford Air and Space Museum. Lieutenant General Thomas Stafford is a Weatherford, Oklahoma native. Born in 1930, he would fly 4 historic space missions, including the historic Soviet Apollo-Soyuz rendezvous in 1975. Stafford is the recipient of many prestigious awards, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the Congressional Space Medal of Honor, the NASA Distinguished Service Medal, and now this year, to celebrate Thomas Stafford's birthday and the Stafford Air and Space Museum's 25th anniversary, a 500-foot-tall image of him has been created at P-Bar Farms Corn Maze. I am here with Cheney, who is the Assistant Director to the Stafford Air and Space Museum. How are you today, Cheney?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Tell us, please, a little bit about the Air and Space Museum.
The museum actually started as one little small case in our airport here that's attached to the museum. And in 1993, the first 2 rooms were added. And now we have over almost 60,000 square feet.
Fantastic. And what are we standing in front of?
This is a half-scale model of the lunar module that the astronauts would actually fly to the surface of the moon. And our 2 astronauts, such as Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, would get out and make the first steps on the moon.
So General Stafford grew up in Weatherford, Oklahoma, and I understand he was just here about a week ago.
That's right, yes. He'll actually have his 70th class reunion, high school reunion here next week.
So will we see any of his classmates here for the 70th year reunion?
Yes, I think they're expecting about 20 to 30, so it's going to be a good reunion.
When is that reunion?
It'll be on October 12th.
He is truly an amazing man. It's an honor to be here in this wonderful museum.
Yes, thank you so much. We're so glad you're here and that we can share our special place with you and your viewers.
Well, thank you very much, Cheney. It's been wonderful here chatting with you. We're going to now take a trip on Route 66, just 8 miles east of the museum, to P-Bar Farms, the home of the Lieutenant General Stafford Corn Maze. It is true that a satellite has photographed this tribute from its orbit 400 miles away from Earth. That's right, it can be seen from space. Let's get a closer look at the stalks. This is the entrance to the corn maze. Now these stalks are a little low. Usually a corn stalk for silage can grow up to 16 feet high. So I'm gonna go inside, and if I don't come out, please send somebody in after me. Well, I can see it's quite easy to get lost in these corn stalks. I'm having a wonderful time here. There are so many fun activities for the kiddos here at P-Bar Farms, like these 2 giant bales of hay. No, it's not the hay, it's the slide built out of this giant black plastic tube. You climb up here and you slide down it. And this, my friends, is a silo, a storage bin for grains. But as you can see, it's just more of a display. You can go inside and see what it would look like if you were grains and you were stored in this giant tin can. Agritourism. Agritourism is when you can bring your kids to play on a farm and really have a good time. This is a red tractor. Of course, we have the amazing petting zoo. I've got some of the guests here right now. What's your name? And you're from where?
What's it like being here at P-Bar Farms in Hydro, Oklahoma?
Well, there you have it, folks. This is Michael Clyde reporting for the Not So Yucky News for the Braincasting Company Network from Hydro, Oklahoma. Back to you, Christina.
Wow, that is an incredible corn museum, and a huge thanks to Michael Clyde for being our first-time guest reporter. And I gotta say, I have never seen anyone interview goats before, and I think all of us here at Braincasting Company Network have got to say that's pretty bad. All right. Totally getting carried away here today. All right, and if you would like to be a guest reporter on the Not So Yucky News, please email me at Christina@braincastinglive.com. As you can see, we kind of go everywhere with this. At this point, and our crew is way out of control today, at this point, I think it's time to hit the road. There's something about human beings that we have this desire to collect things and get fixated on them. Don't know why. Most of us are like that. I'm definitely one like that. I collect toys and more than I really should. But I think that's probably where museums might have came from. And we have some amazing museums in this world with art and culture and all things like that. But there's also a nice little, I don't know, group of what we call unique or quirky museums. And I think I'd like to take you through a short trip of 5 of them today. We're going to start in La Crosse, Kansas, at the Barbed Wire Museum. Yep, this is a museum that actually features all kinds of barbed wire. I know, so weird. And I guess I didn't know, so I did learn something, that barbed wire is also called devil's rope. Makes sense, right? So if you need to learn more about barbed wire, or you actually collect or like barbed wire, which, hey, who knows it? You should visit this place, and this is in La Crosse, Kansas, or jump on the web and go to barbedwiremuseum.com. From here, we're going to head on over to the National Hobo Museum. Yep, I said it, Hobo Museum in Britt, Iowa. This little town actually celebrates with a festival every year, and they celebrate hobos. And these are folks that, I mean, over 100 years ago, actually, now, so I'm getting old, used to jump on trains and jump from town to town to get jobs because they didn't have standard or regular jobs. So a lot of history there, very cool, but this town actually celebrates it with a festival each year, and they actually crown King and Queen Hobo every year, and people are in line to be the king and the queen. So hats off to Britt, Iowa, and I think that's a really cool festival. If you want to learn more, go to BrittHoboDays.com. Super nifty. All right, next up we go to the Roller Skating Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. I like this place because most of my teenage years were spent in a roller skating rink. Ladies' choice, couples this, couples that. It was awesome. Anyway, this place celebrates roller skating and all things skating for that matter. Very, very wild, super nifty. And if you want to learn more about this, you go to the rollerskatingmuseum.com. And if you're in Lincoln, Nebraska, roll on through. All right. From there, we go to a really weird place. And I actually went to visit this place once, and it was closed, and I was really, really mad. So I want to see this place. This is called the Banana Museum. Yep, bananas. And this is in Mecca, California. Also, really cool, unusual town, by the way. Big sign, yes, we have bananas. Sometimes you can't get in there because they're closed, but that's okay. Anyway, the museum is filled with, well, bananas. That's pretty much what it is. Bananas, bananas, bananas. Really weird, a lot of bananas. InternationalBananaMuseum.com. I just want to know why. That's all I wanted to know was why. Anyway, from there, we are going to last and finally end up at this adorable little museum called the Crochet Museum. And I'm sorry for laughing, but one of our techs pronounced this differently today. Anyway, this is in Joshua Tree, California. This place is so cute. It used to be an old photo booth drive-through. So those of us who are probably 40 years plus remember when you can drive up, pick up your photos, which used to have to be developed back then, and boom, there was a little person sitting in there that would hang you your photos and off you go. Well, now, well, what do you know? It's a crochet museum, and this belongs to Sherry Elf. She created this. Now, here's a weird fact. She doesn't crochet. She doesn't even know how to crochet. She just likes crochet. And she said that most of the items in here were created from, well, old ladies. Because, you know, hey, that's what everybody does. So I am sure everybody that's sitting here right now watching this has had someone's grandmother crochet something kind of obscure for you. Anyway, place is adorable. Definitely go visit. And it's open 24/7 because, you know, you're in the middle of the night and it's 2 a.m. and you have to see crochet. Dear God, get yourself to Joshua, California. Anyway, go to sherryelf.com and you can see this lovely place and get some information. And that is our trip to Roadside America today. I think I probably just need some life advice at this point.
Hi everyone, my name's Ava, I'm 11 years old, and I know things. Welcome to Ava's Advice. I'm here to give you advice. Thank you everybody who sent in questions, so now let's read some. This question says, Dear Ava, I love watching you on the Not So Yucky News. You do know things, so I have a question for you. Why do kids need to go to school if they can get all the answers they need from Siri? Signed, Erica. Well, Erica, you need to remember, school doesn't teach you what to think. School teaches you how to think. And Siri can't teach you how to get along with others. Siri can't teach you critical thinking. And Siri can't teach you communication skills. Plus, at my school, they serve pizza on Friday. So, you should go to school. And while you're there, get some pizza. This question says, Hey Ava, are you allowed to play with your dad's kiss stuff? Justin. Well, Justin, technically I'm not even allowed to be in here. But there's good lighting. So, my dad won't even find out because he doesn't watch, as he calls it, the YouTubes. I don't get it why I'm not even allowed to be in here. My dad was in here the other day and he was talking to his friend about this. The first kiss coffee mug. I don't get it. What's the big deal? It's just a coffee mug. If you can find the first kiss coffee mug, can you please email me? Moving on to the next question. Ava, I'm 12 years old and my parents give me $5 a week for an allowance. Do you think I should get a raise when I turn 13? Rob. Well, Rob, as you may know, we live in a free market economy. And as you said, your parents give you $5 a week in allowance. And you need to earn your allowance. The way you need to earn an allowance is do chores all over the house. If you're not doing chores, get busy. And if you're already doing chores, do more. And you will earn more money, just like me. That's all the time that we have for today. If you have any questions and need some advice, email me at ava@braincastinglive.com. All the information you need is on screen below. Now remember, I'm Ava, and I know things.
Wow. Actually, Ava, that was some splendid advice. Very, very interesting. And Ava asked me to remind everybody that she's looking for the first kiss coffee mug. You can email Ava at braincastinglive.com. All right, I think it's time to swing on over to some weather.
Time now for your weekend funky forecast. I'm Martiologist Martin Farrell, and welcome to the Monster Mini Golf Lounge. It's time for the weather. Way up in the blue. I wonder what weather lies up ahead for you. Friday's weather, nothing to get jazzed about. Clouds, scattered showers, temperature 66 degrees. The weekend will eventually get its groove on, and we'll start to see some improvement tomorrow on Saturday. Let's take a look, shall we? Saturday, clouds, and the sun will share the sky. 72, going to be your daytime high. And now we're in Sunday. The outlook is heaven, with plenty of blue skies and temp of 67. So the weekend forecast finally got itself together, giving us a quality quotient for the entire weekend of 7 out of 10. Keep in mind, forecast inside every Monster Mini Golf every day is always 10 out of 10. I want to thank you for joining us here at the Monster Mini Golf Lounge. Special thanks to my piano player, Kenny. Don't forget your caddies. From Martiologist Martin Farrell, ciao for now. Back to you, Roxanne.
That was swell, Mel.
Thanks, Christina. Hey, it's Lucas here in Las Vegas for Creatively Earning on the Not So Yucky News. Today I'm going to talk about 5 Etsy stores that are too cool to pass up and too awesome not to share with you guys this holiday season, with costumes, gifts, even presents to yourself. I hope you can at least get some inspirations and ideas from what I'm sharing. The first store we're going to look at today is Jezebel's Fascination, which are custom headdresses and headpieces she makes uniquely for her clients. Male, female, modest, eccentric, it really crosses all barriers, and she really appeals to your sense of creativity. She dives into research for every piece she makes, just to provide that one-of-a-kind product for you to wear to any event. I wouldn't recommend a movie theater, but hey, to each their own. You're sure to turn heads, you're sure to get looks, and everybody will probably want a picture of you in one of these amazing pieces. Check out her Etsy store at Jezebel's Fascination. The next shop I'm going to talk to you today about is Ira Jones's in Cambridge, UK, Pink Parrots Company. And she makes faux stag, horse, and unicorn wall mounts. Now, I'm not a big hunting enthusiast, but these are really cool. Her sentence in her store says, each product is as creative and unique as the person buying it. And I love that philosophy. So whether you wanted a Wonder Woman unicorn or a Gene Simmons inspired stag head, she has so many unique creations just for you, and just for you and that one person on your list that maybe is a little bit difficult to shop for. It's a custom gift, it's an affordable gift, and it's really truly one of a kind. The third store I want to talk about is really interesting. It's Emily Stone King in Burlington, Vermont, and her store is a Knit-A-Me. Whether the science class in high school was the bane of your existence or your high school heyday and favorite subject, really, her store covers both sides of the spectrum. What she creates are knitted specimens that you can enjoy over and over and over. It's a little bit weird, it's a little bit gross, educational, definitely different, definitely fun. She has the normal things from, I think, bats, pigs, things you may find in a high school, all the way to the eccentric with Easter rabbits and aliens. It's super fun. She even makes life-size dioramas out of this felt that you can feel. Get it? Feeling felt. Anyway, we love Emily's store. We think it's super cool. I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. Couldn't even pick a favorite item to show you guys. Definitely go check that one out as well. The fourth one we have on the list today is Kayla Stojic, located in Austin, Texas. Now you have to check these shoes out. And I say shoes, but she definitely does more than just shoes. But she creates intricate, fascinating shoe art. She uses a base, she builds on top of it, sometimes removing and adding on until it's not even recognizable. But what she ends up with are these fantasy-inspired, sometimes horror-inspired creations that will turn everyone's head in the room. Dinosaurs, movies, film, her inspiration and muses seem to be endless. But the products she creates, from hats, boots, heels, they're unspeakably remarkable. They are incredible. My jaw dropped as I looked through heel after platform after boot that looked like it took months and months to even create. It's perfect, it's detailed, it's intricate. It's that one-of-a-kind gift for maybe the fashionista or fashionista on your list. Or you know what, do what I do and buy it for yourself. That's always the best gift, right? The last store on my list is Jake Wagenman's Pooping Pooches, because we all know that one family member that would love to stare at dookying dogs all year. I think that one might be a Shih Tzu, but I don't really know that much about dogs. I'm probably more of a cat person. What better surprise on the first of the month to see your Shih Tzu, well, doing just that. It's a great and fun and creative way for you to share your love of animals and love of pets, and maybe love of a little crass humor with a loved one in your family. He travels and gets photos of dogs in their most vulnerable places, you could say, in the most beautiful environments, to deliver a truly unique, one-of-a-kind, hilarious calendar for whoever you want. Me, I'm buying these for myself probably, because that's just how I am. Well, I hope today this inspired you to go look at some Etsy stores, maybe these ones, hopefully some other ones, and even start your own. Always remember, it just takes a little creativity to make what you want happen. Thank you, Christina. Back to you.
Holy Toledo, those shoes. I want those shoes. I want a lot of those shoes. They're amazing. And that was a pretty diverse bunch of folks from creatively earning areas. So I think that when you look at all of that and you think about what you have to choose from, as my dad used to say, there's a tush for every toilet seat. So there you go. Next up, I think it's time to give away a $300 party pass. So here we go. This is a time in our show where we give away $300 to somebody to use to any Monster Mini Golf of their choice. Doesn't cost anything to enter, and all you have to do to enter is go to monsterminigolf.com/party pass. This week alone, we've had over 1,000 entries. That's pretty awesome. So somebody out there is going to get to go to the Monster Mini Golf and use a $300 party pass. You can use it for a birthday party. You can use it for a corporate event. You can use it for team building. We don't care. This is our way to pay it forward and let you enjoy with your friends and family. So here's how we do it. We take all those names, those over 1,000 names, goes all the way into this cool thing we call the randomizer. And we actually call it the Glozo randomizer because Glozo is our clown. And we're going to put the names together, and they've already started jumbling them up. And I'm going to count down from 5 and all the way down to 0, and we're going to give away a $300 party pass. So you guys ready back there? Woohoo! All right, no goat sounds. Oh, I knew it, I know it. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And we have Selena Roca. You are our $300 party pass this week. So, woo! Yay! Hey, my little high five guy was missing. Anyway, so you will get to use a $300 party pass to the Monster Mini Golf of your choice. And next episode, we're going to give away another $300. So go to monsterminigolf.com/party pass. Free to enter. That easy. From here, we're going to go over to tomorrow's grown-ups. And I'm pretty sure Sienna has something pretty wild in store.
Hi, I'm Sienna Hernandez, and welcome to tomorrow's grown-ups on the Not So Yucky News. This segment, I will introduce you to ordinary kids doing extraordinary things. Today, we are featuring Marley Smith. Marley is 12 years old. She's also a giraffe guardian. Well, how did that happen? It all officially started by adopting a giraffe. Marley, why did you adopt a giraffe?
Because giraffes have been my favorite animal since I was little, and they're going extinct.
That's really cool to adopt a giraffe that's going extinct. Does your giraffe have a name?
Yes, my giraffe's name is Monkey.
I've never heard of a giraffe named Monkey. What if there's a monkey out there named Giraffe?
That would be crazy.
That'd be really crazy. I understand that you had to raise money to adopt Monkey. How much did you have to raise, and how did you do it?
I had to raise $250, but I raised about $800. I did it with a little help from my dad. We wrote a letter to all my friends and family and sent a GoFundMe out with the letter.
Wow, that sounds like a really cool way to get all that money. And she only had to get $250, but she went above and beyond to get $800. Now, the money that you got, that you spent towards the giraffe, does it go to something special for Monkey?
Yes, it goes to Monkey and all the people working at the Giraffe Conservation Foundation, and it recently helped some of the giraffes go back to their natural habitat.
That's really cool. The giraffes can go home now thanks to Marley. Now, what is one interesting thing that you've learned about giraffes?
I learned that they are extinct in 7 parts of Africa.
7 parts? That's really sad. Now, do you plan on adopting any more giraffes?
When the time is right, yes.
How many do you want to adopt?
About 3.
3? That is a lot of giraffes, but I bet you could do it. Besides giraffes, do you do something in your free time?
I like to make dog toys and donate them to local shelters.
That is really nice. I remember we made a dog toy one time, back a long time ago, but that was really fun. A kid wanted to adopt a giraffe or any animal in Africa. What advice would you give them?
I would give them the advice to first do their research and then plan on how much money you're going to save and find the right website, because there's a lot of risky sites out there.
That sounds like some good advice. Now, my boss, Bob John Chicken, gave me a secret question. Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or be always surrounded by annoying people?
Alone, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds like a good choice. I don't want to be around annoying people either. That's all the time that we have for today. I'd like to give a big thanks to Marley Smith for being our guest star on tomorrow's Grown Ups. If you were inspired by Marley and you want to adopt a giraffe too, well, the information for the website is down below. I'm Sierra Hernandez for the Not So Yucky News. And if you want to be on the Not So Yucky News with me on tomorrow's Grown Ups, well, email us at kids@braincastinglive.com. Once again, it's kids@braincastinglive.com. I'm Sienna Hernandez. Check you later. Back to you, Christina.
Thanks, Sienna and Marley. That was inspiring. And if you'd like to learn more about donating or adopting a giraffe, go to giraffeconservation.org. And my opinion, giraffes rule. I love giraffes. All right, now it's time for some rock. Love that groove. This is a time in the show where we give away a pair of concert tickets to somebody out there in the world, and we do that from folks who have entered at braincastinglive.com/love of rock. Doesn't cost anything to enter, and you can be from literally anywhere in the world. All you have to do is tell us who you are, who you'd like to go see, where you'd like to see them, and more importantly, why. Again, braincastinglive.com/love of rock. And this week's winner is going to see 21 Pilots in 2019 in Calgary, Canada. And Kim Roy, you are this week's winner. And you are definitely made my day by using that photo. That's kind of what made me read this, because your photo just made me smile, and I love that. So thank you for that. And the letter says, "Dear Not So Yucky News, I do not really know who or what this band plays. Me either, old. But my daughter loves this band, and I'd love to be able to enjoy this experience with her." Well, guess what, Kim Roy? You will be able to enjoy that experience with her. Have a blast. And if you'd like to be the next winner of a pair of concert tickets to the show of your choice, go to braincastinglive.com/love of rock. So now, we kind of calm down a little bit. It's time for the end of the show. And we read you what we'd like to call an end time story. It's kind of like a bedtime story, but a lot more messed up. So I take a book each week that I like, and I usually own, and I say, I want to share this with everybody out there because I think it's entertaining and everybody should know about this. So here we go. And I read it directly from the books. This is what the author wrote. Don't hold me hostage here. All right, so this one says, it is frequently said that curiosity killed the cat, but what is often left unsaid is that the actual cause of death was the improper discharge of a firearm by a poorly trained feline. Cats are inquisitive creatures, no doubt about it. They are going to explore every nook and cranny of your home, and if you keep a firearm in your place of residence, it is only a matter of time before your cat discovers it. Pause for a meowment to think about which scenario you would rather have play out. Would you rather have an untrained cat find a firearm in your place and then, bam, who knows, maybe you have a dead cat? Or would you rather have your loving feline properly trained, knowledgeable, and ready to take on anything or any intruder at any time? Well, the answer should be as obvious as the whiskers on your face. This book is called How to Talk to Your Cat About Gun Safety. Yes, it is. No lies here. This is real. The book also includes other things that I think are important to know, such as how to talk to your cat about evolution, abstinence, online safety, drugs, nobody needs a drugged out cat, and more importantly, puberty, because it's really important to teach your cat all these things and sentimental values as well. So again, how to talk to your cat about gun safety, and now we are actually at the end of our show. So, that's a lot to think about. If you'd like to watch us, check us out on braincastinglive.com/live. You can also see us on YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, Facebook Live, and Etch-a-Sketch. I think if you're listening, you can use crayons. If you have an imagination, I'm not sure anybody could imagine this last 30 minutes, but hey, give it a shot. And if you have any questions at all, and you'd like to reach out to me directly, you can reach me at Christina@braincastinglive.com, and we will see you back here in 2 weeks on October 24th. Have a not so yucky day. See ya.